Hello yogis and welcome to practice. My name is Mimi and I'm excited to be here with you today. Today's flow is a little more advanced. It has a lot of creative aspects to it, maybe also a sense of eternity, and we also jump right into it. I know I have a few yogis out there that seek the challenge. I have a few yoga teachers out there that might seek some creative inspiration, and this is then for you. All right, let's begin. We're going to go straight into our downward facing dog. Hands down to the floor, bums up towards the sky. Take a moment here to feel your down dog and also to drift into the body. So add in as many body wiggles as you want to. Drifting away from the real alignment of a down dog and really expressing it in your unique way as you start to merge breath and movement. Stay here for 2 more. One more breath. And then let's begin. Find stillness in your down dog. Start to lift your heels up high, draw your chin towards your chest, round your way forward. As you exhale out, reverse back into your down dog by bending your knee, arching your back and gliding back. Your heart is stubborn and resist to the very end. Come again, high on your toes, chin to chest, undulate your way forward, coming into a high plank. Find your chaturanga, exhale out. Inhale, dive forward and upwards. Come into your cobra, have your bum firm, navel is drawn inwards. And then from here, sink back down again onto your stomach. Glide your left hand a little further out in front of your left shoulder. Dragon wing your elbows on top of your wrists. Press that floor away at your highest point. Tip over onto your left hip and step your right foot in front of your left knee. Bend your left knee, cactus your right arm, and squeeze your shoulder blades towards another. Maybe even poking the butt out behind you just a little bit, so there's really lots of tension in your front body. From here, tip then over and come all the way around on your right hand. Pull your left foot underneath your left knee. Be in a reverse tabletop position, fingertips pointing to the side or to the heels. Scoop your tailbone under, lift your hips up high, and come into a reverse tabletop position. Draw your shoulder blades towards another, have your bum firm, and then reset and come back down again on your bum. From here, give yourself a little bit of a push here and lift your chest up towards your shin. Find grace in your posture. Release your left arm and reach with your left arm over your left ankle. Try to get your elbow past that ankle so you can then bend that elbow joint around your ankle and place the left hand somewhere on the outside of your left hip. Your right arm goes around your lower back and maybe you find your left hand here. Regardless if you're bound or not, focus again on your spine and your breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, see if you can snuggle your chest a little closer towards that shin. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, snuggle your chest towards your chin. Release your bind with grace and control. Tip back down onto that right foot on your left knee and sit on both of your sit bones. You will be turning a quarter turn. Ground through both of your sit bones. Lift your arms up high. Inhale. Place your right hand behind you and bring your left elbow across your knee. Use that connection, that anchorage to twist yourself deeper and deeper, but with love and kindness, into your spinal twist. Feel how that ringing sensation is liberating, even though it is compressing, but there comes a liberation with it. Inhale, lengthen your spine and create space for yourself, even amongst all that ringing. Stay here for one more. And then release, turn your chest back to the front of the room. Place your hands down, step your left foot to the end of the yoga mat, come into 3-legged down dog, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Breath in. With an exhale, bring your right knee around your right tricep. Squeeze and hold it here. Add in a little bit of a tiger curl and make sure your shoulders on top of your wrists and your fingertips. Reset and come back again, 3-legged down dog. Inhale. Curl your right knee now into your chest and step that right foot all the way through between your thumbs. Sweep your arms back and around. Come into your crescent lunge. Pelvis is neutral. Arms beside your ears. Wonderful. Start to tip your chest over your right knee. Lengthen from your left heel into your fingertips. And then pour more and more weight into your left foot. Into your right foot, to get that left leg up behind you. Lengthen a little more in your warrior one. Have your inner thighs squeezed into each other. And then rise up, coming into a stand. Bringing that left knee with you. Stand nice and tall here. Cross left ankle over your right knee. Come into standing pigeon pose. Hands sink to heart center. Simmer here for a moment and take it all in. Find your focus. Draw your senses inwards. Reach then with your elbows over your shin bone. Keep pressure high in your elbows against the shin bone and use how that actually utilizes length for your spine. Beautiful. Then from here, start to bend your right elbow over your left ankle. Reach around and place your right hand on the outside of your right hip. Free your left arm and reach all the way around, maybe to find that bind again we had earlier. Stay here for another breath in. Flex that left foot. Push into your right foot and start to rise up. Lift, lift, lift. Then slide your right hand down to that left foot. Straighten that left leg out in front of you and bring your left arm all the way around to the other side of the room. Stay here for another breath. Exhale out. And then reset by bending your left knee. Seek the end of the yoga mat with your left foot and step into warrior two. Taking another breath in here. With your exhale out, reverse your warrior. Come into Skandasana over your front leg. So turn your right foot in and squat all the way down over your right heel. Turn your left toes and your left knees up the way. Allow your spine to be nice and long. Right hand down, left arm wings up towards the sky. Stay here for another breath in. Exhale out. Let everything settle in calm. Then stay low as you start to crawl to your left foot. So we flip the room. Coming into a lunge here with your hands grounded. Engage through everything to pull your body long. Pick that left foot up and come into a three-legged down dog. Pierce the sky with your toes. Inhale. Then bring your left knee towards your left tricep. Stay here, or if you want, move on, bend your elbows. Straighten that left leg to the front of the room. Maybe right foot starts to float off the floor. Coming back down again. Left foot beside your right foot. Come into a cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale out. Stay here for another breath. Part your lips. Let tension melt off your body. Lift your left leg up high to the sky. Inhale. Curl your left knee into your chest and step it right through between your hands. Come up into a crescent lunge. Sweep arms back and around. Come all the way up, nice and tall. Sink into your crescent lunge. And this time, cactus your arms. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Work from your shoulder blades. So squeeze them into each other first and then lock your arms out. Puff your chest up high. Staying in your bind, lean with your chest over your left knee. Float that right leg up behind you. So we're back in our warrior three. We just brought it up a notch by having our arms locked away. Can you find the same focus? Stay here for another breath. Wonderful. Then bend your right knee to come all the way up. And in your transition up, let go of your hands. Cross right ankle over your left knee. Bring your hands to your heart center. Find your standing pigeon pose and come low. Reach with your elbows over your shin. Press your elbows into your shin in order to utilize a little more length for the spine. Keep your neck relaxed, keep your face relaxed. Place your hands down towards the floor. Straighten your left leg. Shift your gaze towards the back of the room. Stay here for another breath. If you tend to hyperextend through the left knee, keep micro bend. Then let's bend our elbows again in that left knee big time so we can create a shelf with our right shin going across the forearms. Hook your right toes around your left forearm, upper arm, sorry, and then squeeze that left heel up towards your sit bone. Activate your core, press a little more into your hands. Keep your gaze shifted forward, extend that left leg out behind you. Step left foot down, let your right shin slide off your elbows and come down into pigeon pose. Reach with your left leg out, bring your hands off the yoga mat, take a breath in. Exhale, allow your heart to melt towards floor. Let's go again, inhale, come up. Exhale, feel how you're riding the waves of your breath. So nourishing. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come up. And exhale, drop. Coming back up, breath never ends. Give yourself a little more room by sitting over to the right side and then bring that left leg around and place your left ankle on top of your right knee. So you're going to go into full pigeon pose. In your full pigeon pose, try to have the knees that narrow together that the feet are actually hanging over the edges. If you have the space in your hip, also feel free to push that right foot a little further to the front of the yoga mat, so knee and ankle are in alignment as well. Both sit bones are grounded. Find grace, lengthen your spine with that breath in. And then begin to circle over the right side. And be back to just expressing in a way we want to express. So try to really come out of your mind completely, drop into your body, go the other way around, and just move in a way that feels nourishing and healing and just right. Beautiful. Finish your last circle here. Add in length once more, finding another moment of stillness. And then step your left foot all the way over to the right side so you can spin yourself out of it. And we meet in our down dog again. We're back to the beginning. Eternity, it never stops, it never ends. Let your breath be your queen first. One more. Beautiful. Start then to lift your heels up high, draw your chin towards your chest, round your way forward, and then arch your way back into another down dog. Bend your knees, stick your butt out, widen your sit bones apart, hardest open as you press back. Let's go for one more round. All the way into high plank, inhale. Find your Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Moving forward and upwards, come into your cobra, inhale. And then from here, sink back down onto your stomach. Bring your right hand slightly in front of your right shoulder. Dragon wing your elbows on top of your shoulders and then round your way up. Tip over onto your right hip. Step your left foot in front of your right knee and then bend your right knee. Cactus your left arm. Stick your butt out behind you and squeeze your shoulder blades into each other. Keep that tension up in your back as you tip all the way over. So you will roll off the yoga mat. I'm hoping I'm still in the frame here. Left foot is flexed, hands are pointed to the side or to the front. And then from here, scoop your tailbone under and start to lift up high, high, high. Stay here for another breath. And then reset and set your bum back down towards earth. Wonderful. Walk yourself in a little closer. Fix that left foot. Left hand can help and assist as you bring your right arm past that left ankle. Bend your right arm around and see if you can place your right hand on the outside of your hip. Your left arm is then free to reach around, maybe even to find the other hand. Once you're there, doesn't matter if you're bound or not, start to lengthen your spine in. Exhale out. One more round here in. And exhale out. Very good. Letting go of your bind. Step your left foot down and bring the right knee down as well. You will turn a quarter. Start then to ground through both of your sit bones. Bring your arms up over your head. Inhale. Look over your left shoulder and hook that right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Work on your length first. In. And then exhale with kindness and love. Rinse out a little more of that old staggered energy. Beautiful. Release the twist. Come another quarter turn around, so you're facing the front of the room again. Step your right foot to the end of the yoga mat. Lift your left leg up high, three-legged down dog. Inhale. Bring your left knee towards your left tricep. Hold, squeeze, tiger curl. You will need that later. Coming back again into a three-legged down dog. Inhale. And then curl your left knee into your chest to step it right through between your hands. Come up into a crescent lunge from here. Sweep your arms over your head. Sink into it. Finding a little more nooks to lean into it. Keep your arms beside your ears. Tip your chest down over your left knee. Lean more and more into your left leg to float the right leg up behind you. Spread yourself out, maybe even straightening that left leg a little longer, keeping the inner thighs magnetized. From here, start then to rise all the way up. Bring that right knee with you, and then cross your right ankle over your left knee, and sit down towards your heel. Bring your hands towards your heart center. Sharpen your focus here. Wonderful. Stay here for another breath. And then let's go a bit deeper. So the elbows reaching below the shin. Push into your shin to lengthen your spine. You can stay just here, or if it's there for you, reach now with your left arm around that left ankle, being on the inside of the foot. Right arm goes around to catch the opposite hand if it's there for you. Lengthening again, so you're not lost that length in your spine. And then start to rise up, maybe bringing that leg with you. Let go of your bind. Catch that right foot with your left hand. Straighten that right leg out in front of you. Reach with your left arm behind you. And add in a twist. You can even shift your gaze into that right hand. Stay here for one more breath. Beautiful. Rebend your right knee and step it right through to the very end of the yoga mat. Land in your warrior two, sinking deeply into it. Reverse your warrior. Right hand goes down along your right thigh. Left fingertips reaching past your ear to the back of the room. Come into Skandasana over your front leg. So turn your left foot in 45 degrees and then squat down. Start to straighten your right leg and turn toes and knees up towards the sky. Watch your left foot, don't let it collapse. Watch your left knee, don't let it come in. You always want to spread out. You always want to find ways that we are spacious. Keep that left arm on the inside. Spread your right arm up towards the sky. Stay here for another breath. Wonderful. Then crawl back to your right foot. So again, we flip that room. Lengthen your whole body. Inhale. And then come into three-legged down dog. Pick that right leg up. Pierce the sky with it. Curl your right knee towards your right tricep. So stay on the outside of your torso. Bend your elbows like in Chaturanga. Find maybe your left hip with your left elbow. Straighten your right leg up in front of you. Tip more and more forward. Maybe left foot floats off the floor. Step it back. Come into your cobra, upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale out. Lift your right leg up high to the sky. In. Curl your right knee into your chest. Step right foot through between your thumbs. Come up into your crescent lunge. Keep your right knee bent. Inhale. And then sink with your elbows and your hips. Find a bind this time, reaching for the opposite behind your back. Lock the palms of your hands together. Then lock your elbows out. Puff your chest up high, but keep your ribs together. Lean over your right leg. Transition with so much control into your warrior three. So slowly that you actually know what's going on. Stay in here for another breath. And then rise up. Keep your bind as long as you can. But then in the very end, release it. Cross left ankle over your right knee. Lengthen throughout the body. Come into standing pigeon pose. Reach with your elbows lower than your shins. Press into your shin to lengthen your spine. Place your hands now down on the floor and then straighten your right leg. If you tend to hyperextend, keep a micro bend in that right knee. Stay here for one more. Rebending into that right knee. Rebend into your elbow so you can place your left shin on your upper arms like a shelf. Palms have to be flat. Flex your left foot and wrap it around your tricep. Give more and more weight into your hands until you're comfortable to float that right foot off the floor. Maybe even eventually extending right leg out behind you. Then step that right foot down. Let your left shin come off your forearms across the yoga mat. And then glide into your pigeon pose. Hands off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, let your heart melt. 2 more. Inhale to rise. So it's this beautiful symbiosis in this practice between activating and letting go. So we have very active shapes in it, but then also very nourishing shapes in it. And the art here, bring that right leg around on top of your left knee, is to move from one to the other without dwelling in the other too long, you know? So activating is normally pretty easy to get done right away, but the surrendering, because we're so conditioned on go, 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 sometimes can take a while, but it's practice that can teach us to drop into a surrendered state quicker and quicker. Sorry for that detail. Come into your full pigeon again. You kind of want to have the feet hanging over the thighs. Lengthen your spine here. And then again, just in your own very unique expression. And start to circle your shoulders. Over your hips. Beautiful. Then go the other way around. What's sticky here? Giving it your attention is all that needs to be done too. Don't feel like you have to get rid of it right away. Nice. Then untangle your legs. Stay seated on your butt. Hold the back of your legs and come onto your spine. Hug both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a couple more breaths. And then dive into Shavasana from here, unless, it is very abrupt, right? So if you feel like there's actually a few more things I want to do, feel more than welcome to do them. I encourage you to spend as much time on your yoga mat as you want to and can. You're feeling how the effort starts to brush your body as it begins to settle down. And stay here for a good bit longer. And I'll see you on the other end. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. Namaste.